Seriously, they were out in force.
Yeah, and they were clearly, and I mean clearly, targeting UTVs.
I'm Jake, and this is Kurt with Slick Rock Productions, and we just came off a hell of a weekend down at Trail Hero. What a blast we had, you know.
That was a super good time. And one thing that we noticed when we were down there was a lot of law enforcement out, and I mean a lot.
Gosh. Seriously, they were out in force.
Yeah, and they were clearly, and I mean clearly, targeting UTVs. Jake and I spent a half hour, 45 minutes with an officer down there, a guy we kind of know, and
Super cool guy.
super cool. And we were kind of talking about the impact of these big events down there. And as of now, things are pretty cool with the town, with the city, with the county. They're making a lot of revenue off of us, and they like that part of it. And we've had these problems in other places in the state before, but here's the problem. We're all getting kind of pigeonholed into the same group. Case in point, Jake and I, we were in our own small town. We're at the other end of the state up here, and there was a bunch of UTVs come through. Light bars are on, whips are on, stereos are blasting. They're drifting corners on Main Street in a little town, and you know everybody's looking at the same. And for us, it's kind of embarrassing.
It really is, yeah.
It's like you can't just obey the laws and just. You know, it's like if we were driving around in trucks with light bars on and whips on and drifting corners, what do you think would happen?
Yeah.
But for some reason, people get in UTVs and they do this shit on the public roads in populated areas and in places where people live. It's annoying. And this is where all the repercussions coming from in the UTV world. But the difference is if we saw a Toyota Corolla doing the same thing, we wouldn't be pigeonholing everybody who drives a Toyota.
Well, and aside from being astonished that we just saw a Toyota Corolla drift a corner.
Indeed, and what a cool guy to put a light bar on a Corolla, you know. but at the end of it, we're just asking you. Next week, we're all down to a UTV Takeover. Yep. It's going to be a lot of people. We're having a big impact on that town. We all go in, we spend a lot of money. We want everybody to have a good time, but please, when you're on the roads, turn off your light bars, turn off your whips, drive the speed limit. Just act like a normal human being when you're outside of the town. Let's all go down. It's like, this is not meant for 99% of the people out there. It's that 1%, and we all know who they are. We all have that buddy in our group. You know what I mean? Police your own buddies. We don't need badness. We don't want to be fighting for civil liberties and to keep street legal going on from state to state.
Yeah, and not just the street legal aspect, but there are still rules within Sand Hollow Park.
Right.
Flags, definitely no drinking and driving while in the UTV. I mean, there's so many things that still apply when you're out in the sand, not just the street legal side.
And they're going to be down there, and there's going to be 10 times more at this next event than there was at the last one. They're going to be out there. Let's just be careful. Let's be safe. Let's all go kick ass and have a good time, and let's go enjoy the event, and let's please be respectful in the towns.